Oh, yeah, it's working. I switched the mics. I switched the mics. Now it's working. Yes, this one. Thank you. Okay, I think so. I don't know. Yeah, this is my. I use. It's working. Yeah, I'm going to set up. Thank you. Thank you. Haribo. And then this one has to be. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Thank you. Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. जय विष्णुपाद परहंस परिव्रजक आचार्य स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमते से भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परहंस परिव्रजक आचार्य स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमते से भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। आनंद कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। श्री मयापुर धाम की जय। गंगामयी यमुनामयी की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। श्री श्री राधा दामोदर की जय। श्री कार्तिक मास की जय। सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Alle eer aan de verzamelde toegewijden. Hare Krishna. Sabhakto ki jai jaikar ho. Hare Krishna. Alle eer aan Shri Guru en Shri Gauranga. Alle eer aan Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So Hare Krishna everyone. Before we actually start reading, we'll be chanting some prayers, invocation prayers to ask the Acharyas and Lord Chaitanya, the Sekhu Goswamis and Lord Krishna himself and Srimati Radharani, so we may be able to perfectly hear, remember and also listen and that these teachings that come directly from Him, that they may be stored in our hearts. So you may chant together with me if you know the prayers. You can close your eyes and you can try to meditate and beg for mercy, because that's the only thing we can do, beg, because we are beggars, we're not choosers. So to get His mercy, we really have to beg and dig deep, very deep within our hearts. So are you ready? No? Say Haribol. There we go. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kantha Shri Radha Kantha Namastute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrinda Vaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Shri Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavade Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Rama Kevalam Kalo Nasteva Nasteva Naseva Gatiranyatha. I now request everyone, lovingly, to chant with me together 3 times this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Don't rush, take your time, and do it with a lot of devotion. Ready? Hare Krishna, louder. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Deeper and louder. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Hare Krishna Maha Mantra Ki Jai. Shri Yuga Dharma Shri Harinam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Jagat Guru Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Prema Nande. Hari Hari Bo. So thank you for praying with me, and today we'll be moving on to our lecture. But unfortunately, I had a PowerPoint presentation ready, but I think the Lord wants you to pay more attention. Less graphics and more audio. So I'll just move this here. Gosh. Oh, thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. My lecture today is based on a story, actually two, and it's named The Merchant and His Four Housewives. Its subtitle is Swadharma, Para and Apara Dharma. And my name is Shanti Priya Das. This is what the, how I say the storyline looked like. Like that? We can do that, yeah, why not? Sit like this. Oh yes, invocation prayers. We have a second part because we're going to read the Srimad Bhagavatam. So we have a separate part of prayers for that book. It's the king of books, and it's Krishna himself personified. So before actually reading, you ask permission again, and you glorify the Srimad Bhagavatam before you speak. So I don't think you'll be able to read this, but I think the devotees who know, they can do it together with me. So I have to fold my hands for this. So I'll return in a moment. Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, Narayan, unto Naranarayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasdev, the author. Shinavatam Swakataha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridayantasto hi bhadrani vidhunoti suhrit satam. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, super soul, in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. Nasta prayeshu bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. We're going to say 3 times Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You repeat after me. Please put your hands together. This is called the mudra. It's a praying mode and it's very powerful. You underestimate it a lot, but this is power. Okay, please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Okay, then I'll be going to the verse of today. We're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, chapter 28, verse 2. Dharmacharanam shaktya vidhatmarcha nivartanam Daivalabdhena santosha atmaviccharanarcharam Swadharmacharanam shaktya vidhartmacha nivartanam Daivalabdhena santosha atmaviccharanarchanam Swadharmacharanam shaktya vidhatmacha nivartanam Daivalabdhena santosha atmaviccharanam charam. We're going to do the word by word translations. Because it's not projected, I don't think. Thank you so much. Please repeat after me. Swadharma acharanam. Executing one's prescribed duties. Shaktya to the best of one's ability. Vidhartmat, unauthorized duties. Cha, and Nivartanam, avoiding. Daivat, by the grace of the Lord. Labdhena, with what is achieved. Santoshaha, satisfied. Atmavit, of the self-realized soul. Charana, the feet. Archanam, worshipping. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki! Louder. Ki! One should execute his prescribed duties to the best of his ability and avoid performing duties not allotted to him. One should be satisfied with such as much gain as he achieves by the grace of the Lord, and one should worship the lotus feet of a spiritual master. One should execute his prescribed duties to the best of his ability and avoid performing duties not allotted to him. One should be satisfied with as much gain as he achieves by the grace of the Lord, and one should worship the lotus feet of a spiritual master. Please repeat after me. One should execute his prescribed duties to the best of his ability and avoid performing duties not allotted to him. One should be satisfied with as much gain as he achieves by the grace of the Lord, and one should worship the lotus feet of a spiritual master. Purport. I got someone. Alright, this is the purport given by Srila Prabhupada. In this verse, there are many important words which could be very elaborately explained. But we shall briefly discuss the important aspects of each. The final statement is Atmavich Charanarchanam. Atmavit means a self-realized soul or bona fide spiritual master. Unless one is self-realized and knows what his relationship with the super soul is, he cannot be a bona fide spiritual master. Here it is recommended that one should seek out a bona fide spiritual master and surrender unto him archanam. For by inquiring from and worshipping him, one can learn spiritual activities. The first recommendation is Swadharma Charanam. As long as we have this material body, there are various duties prescribed for us. Such duties are divided by a system of 4 social orders: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. These particular duties are mentioned in the Shastra, and particularly in the Bhagavad Gita. Swadharma Archanam means that one must discharge the prescribed duties of his particular division of society faithfully and to the best of his ability. One should not accept another's duty. If one is born in a particular society or community, he should perform the prescribed duties for that particular division. If, however, one is fortunate enough to transcend the designation of birth in a particular society or community by being elevated to the standard of spiritual identity, then his swadharma or duty is solely that of serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The actual duty of one who is advanced in Krishna consciousness is to serve the Lord. As long as one remains in the bodily concept of life, he may act according to the duties of social convention. But if one is elevated to the spiritual platform, he must simply serve the Supreme Lord. That is the real execution of Swadharma. So, this is a very beautiful verse. I was contemplating what shall I talk about today. There were several topics such as nice story about Gajendra, I think which all of you know, the power of Mahamantra, of sound, and much more. But then I thought, since I have been here in Netherlands for I think 2 months, that many students and people around me are a little confused as to what their duty is. And si Shri Karuna Ki Jai. And I thought it would be very nice to touch upon the viewpoint of the Shastra, looking at what is duty and how is it categorized. So today you will learn some Sanskrit words when it comes to this topic. So please remember them. I'm going to ask you at the end of the lecture. And plus, I like it to be very interactive. So I have pop quizzes in between. All right. So, let me just do this here. So, before we ask ourselves, again, what we what our duties are, there are some very important questions, right? You need to know. Among them, what is my duty, of course. But the first question that you should know and understand is, who am I? And this is a very big thing in ISKCON and Vaishnava society, no? The science of the soul, right? And Hare Krishna Mataji, welcome. So we always look at the world and we judge it by what we see. So if I would ask normally, if someone outside would ask you this question, who are you? You wouldn't say, I'm Hare Krishna devotee. That's one of the things, right? But Mataji, if someone outside would ask you, who are you? What would you say? Anything. Sorry? Joyce, her name, right? Is part of her identity. Prabhu, another thing, not a name. If someone would ask you, who are you? What would you say? Yes. Your occupation? Yeah? Mataji? If someone would ask you, who are you? Your hobbies? Okay. That's things you like to do. Prabhuji? Same? And so you can go on and on and on. But these are all the external things, right? You can see you're a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a Hindustani, someone from Netherlands, from China, Chinese. You can say, I'm a man, I'm a woman. There's a big confusion going on in the world right now because of bodily identification. You can say, I'm an animal lover. You can say whatever. But everything is based on the external, what we see and what we feel. And because we are captivated, right, by this, and we don't know what to do. No one knows what to do. We fall into this illusion and we think, okay, this is, if you don't know what to do, what will you do? What you know, right? Isn't that true? If you don't know what to do, what will you do? What you know. And that is what people are doing. And that is what is causing more and more and more confusion. So, whoa, the time flew. In the Bhagavad Gita, there are many verses. Krishna says, Yatha prakasayati ekah Krishnam lokam imam ravihi kshetram kshetri tatha Krishnam prakshayati bharata. O son of Bharata, as a sun alone illuminates all this universe, so does the living entity, one within the body, illuminate the entire body by consciousness. Alright, before I continue, we all agree that you are a soul? Yeah? Who does not agree? Alright, prove it. Who can prove it here? Just by some logical explanation. Prove it to me. Yes. Precisely, that's one of them. That is true. Subconsciously, we all know we're not this body. It is there, right? It is in the system. You know you're not this body. So as Maharaji says, in Hindi, say, chale gaye, right? Yes, he has gone. But what has gone? The same body, the same arms, the same face, the same everything. that you knew, right, is still lying there in front of you. So what are we actually referring to? Another one. Yes, that's one. And that is, if, scientifically speaking, every 7 years you have a new body. Every 7 years. That's scientific proof. So when you're 7, all the cells of 7 years ago are vanquished, completely new. 14, 17, etc. Right? But something does not change. And that is everyone sitting here has this experience. Your body changes, but you remain the same. Sometimes you forget, you're like, you look in the mirror, oh my god, I have a pimple. Or, and then people try to do some facelifts and those kind of things, but it doesn't always work. Right? You can't fight with time. But there's also another thing. And if I say, this is my laptop, I say this is my table, and this is my microphone, right? This is a possession of mine, right? Am I this microphone, this computer? No. So similarly, again, on a subconscious plane, we know you're not this body. So I say, this is my hand, this is my eyeball, right? This is one of my hairs, right? Am I my eyeball? No. I can take out my eyeball, or something can happen to it, right? But I won't die. I simply continue to live. So it's important to understand the first thing in spirituality, right? The first question to be answered to do anything else is, who am I? That's the first thing. After you have known who you are, then you can know what are your duties. So in life and anything you do, step by step, that's the solution. Don't haste. If you run, you'll fall. Just go easy, step by step. Okay, so the Shastras, they talk about something called Swadharma. Right? Dharma is your duty, and Swa is one's own duty. And how do you say it? And how do you call this term? Yeah? Everyone? Swadharma. Okay. And what does that mean? Huh? What? One's own duty. Yes, okay. So, who here does not have duties? Everyone has duties? Even she has duties. Yeah, she has duties. But there are two types of duties. You have paradharma and aparadharma. And aparadharma are the duties related to the material world. Everything and everyone in this world is focused currently on aparadharma, which is the material duties. We have to go to school, we have to wake up, we have to brush our teeth for those who do, shower for those who do again. We have to eat, we have to do, protect our children, be faithful to our friends, etc. Right? These are duties. But then there's also something above that. So this Swadharma, every person has these two, levels of dharma. Paradharma, which is a spiritual duty, and aparadharma, which is the material duty. Now, the cause of suffering is the focus on what we focus. The cause of suffering is when you focus on aparadharma, right, and neglect or just completely forget paradharma. Okay, so what is material dharma? How do we call that? Uh-huh. And so this one has to stay quiet now. And what is spiritual dharma? Ah, thank you so much. Okay. So, story time. Who knows this story? The merchant and his 4 wives. Okay, you're gonna love this. Because this has a very close, relation to all of us. I will turn it around, and then every time that the picture changes, I will change it also. So once there was this merchant, and he was very rich. He had a lot of houses. He was he had it all, right? I can go and describe him a lot. But he also had four wives, and um, for each wife he had different affection. The first wife um, used to get every single thing. He was the most attached to the first wife. Anything she would ask, she would get immediately that same day. The second wife uh, was always how you say oh, sorry. Yeah, that was the four. It doesn't really matter. The third wife, which he was actually technically less attracted to, was the most beautiful of all the four wives. He would always, how you say, when he used to go to events and places, he would always bring her and boast, like, this is my wife, and he was very, very proud of that. Then you had the third wife, who was very loyal, and she always supported him whenever he had a problem, or was tired. He used to go to this wife, and this wife would help him solve his problems. Now he had his fourth wife, and the fourth wife was always neglected, did not get food in time. She was like the Cinderella type, you know, cleaning all day, raggedy clothes, and those kind of things. And um, but she was always looking, like, to serve him well and get the attention. So one day, after many, many years, the husband was lying down on his deathbed. He was about to pass away, but he was very, very scared. So he called his four wives, and or he called his wives, and he looked at the first wife, and he said, "Oh, my dear wife, I've always given you everything what you wanted without hesitation, and I love you so much. Please accompany me, after I pass away." She said, "Absolutely not!" Right? She looked at him, she did like this, and she walked away. Right? So that broke his heart, because he gave so much, and now when it's time to, you know, do the impossible, she didn't want to do that. So he called his third wife, and he asked her the same question. She looked at him with, like, you know big eyes, and she put her head down and said, "My dear husband, life is too good here. I'm too young, and once you're gone, I have to remarry someone else. I'm so sorry." And then she left. So his heart broke even more, but he still had his third wife. So he called his third wife and asked the same question. She said, "Of course, I'll accompany you, but I also have my limits. I can only bring you to the burial ground, the cemetery, but I cannot go beyond that. That's all I can do for you." And he started crying, and he didn't know what to do. So he almost gave up hope. And in the back, he heard, "I'll go with you, I'll go with you." And who was there screaming out of love is that same wife who he neglected, who he didn't even pay attention to and forgot. And she said, "Yes, I will go with you. Wherever you go, I will always go with you." So this is a story. It's a metaphor, and he actually said, I should have paid more attention to you while you were alive. My apologies, but it's too late. So we all who are sitting here have four wives or four husbands, if you look at in that way. And the fourth wife is our body. No matter what we do, we will always have to leave our body behind. When you die, right? Like Mataji said, someone has gone. Yeah, it has gone. You have to leave this body behind. You have to. There's no other way. You have to leave it behind. The third wife is all our wealth, everything we have, all the houses, the cars, the bank accounts, every single thing that we have, That's the second wife. When we die, it will remarry someone else. It will become your sons, your wives. If there's no one, it will become the states, right? You work so hard, and then it just gets shoved in, someone else's pocket. That's the second wife. The third wife is our family. No matter how someone in this world loves you, they can love you so much, but the most they can do is carry your corpse to the cremation ground or the burial ground. After that, you're on your own. But who stays with us? Who is this fourth wife or fourth husband that we keep neglecting? We don't feed, we don't listen to, we hear the chatter, we hear the calling, but we say no, 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 no. Every time she comes here, you're like, no. She comes here, no. Who's calling? Where are you? Right? It's our soul, that's our self. And we have to learn from this merchant, because this merchant was focused on which dharma? Uh-huh. Okay. And what should he have done? Focused on? Okay. So, it is okay to have these things. Wealth, family, friends, your body. You need your body, right? You should take care of it. You should have wealth. You should do everything, right? This is what I was taught growing up in the temple. Go do your studies. I've done my master's. I'm doing my PhD. I have my own company. I'm the director of a museum. I have everything outside. I have made my wealth, everything I have. But everything you have, right, you should always understand it's not yours. It's that of the Lord, right? And you will always use it correctly. Everyone knows the story in Ramayana about when Ravan came to take Sita. Yeah? We should not be Ravanas. The whole world is trying to be like Ravan. Ravan wanted to enjoy Sita without Ram. That's what we want to do. So he dragged her. He could never touch her. He dragged like a shadow. But he dragged her. He brought her away. And he could never enjoy her. Never. But he brought her away, far away. Tried so many things. Lost his life, lost his family, brothers, everything. But he wanted to enjoy Sita, or Lakshmi Devi, wealth, without Ram. And that is not possible. You can't. You will only kill yourself. Even if you have a million, billion, trillion dollars or whatever, like 100,000 pounds of gold or whatever, you cannot be happy materially. It's not possible. It's impossible. There will always be something. So, what should you do? You should focus, right, on everything what you have. You should focus you put your focus on how you can serve this thing which you have. How can you serve it? Offer it, to the Lord. How can you give it to the Lord? Every single thing you do and every step you take, and you will be successful. In management, they say, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Yes? Yeah? Can you repeat that? Yes. It's very nice, a very nice saying, because what we're doing and it's causing suffering is we are doing what is not the main thing. We are keeping the main thing, and it's not the main thing. That's what we're doing. We're focusing on that which is not the main thing. So we should focus on that. So I have here a picture of the time is flying at 10 minutes. Ooh. What comes into your mind, really quick, one person, when you look at this? Okay, transformation, all right, that's good. It's a rups and a flinder. So this is a very famous analogy also. And here we have the pathway to Krishna. So I'll give really quick in 1 minute because I have a lot still to talk about. We only have 10 minutes. The caterpillar, right? When he is, we all who likes butterflies? There must be some people who are devotees who are scared. I know some people. Who likes caterpillars? Yeah, rips, yeah. Okay, so but we don't understand that to go from a caterpillar to a butterfly takes a lot of work, a lot of pain, a lot of entrapment, right? To be able to become that butterfly. But that's not the metaphor I want to give you today. The metaphor I want to give you today is the following: a butterfly, or a how you call it again? Zeg je rups in het Engels weer? Caterpillar. A caterpillar, when it is in a cocoon, right? It has to come out. There was once a guy, and he saw a caterpillar struggling to get out of his cocoon, but it was just not helping it to get how you say, it could not get out. So he helped it. He cut open the cocoon, and the butterfly came falling out. But there was one problem: the butterfly could not fly. Why do you think? Any biologists here? No? Why do you think that it could not fly? Yes, but why? So the cocoon is very important, because when the caterpillar, or it's actually a butterfly now, squeezes through this cocoon, right? It's a very necessary step. It has to happen. You cannot avoid it, because that cocoon, that hole, it squeezes out the water in its wings. So if you cut open the cocoon, the wings will be too heavy and it will die right there. Right? So the pathway to Krishna, right? We are all in cocoons. We are all entrapped. We are all there, right? We are all have to suffer, right? You have no choice but to suffer in this world. But you actually have a choice. You have two choices: suffer for yourself or suffer for Krishna. Who wants to suffer for himself? I see no hands. Who wants to suffer for Krishna? Yeah. But do we really want to suffer for Krishna? Or is it because someone said it or we read it? You know? So we have to get out of this cocoon, right? And we have to accept suffering. Not that when suffering comes, you say, "Oh no, how can you do that to me, Lord?" You know? No! You know? From this day, I'm gonna change or whatever. It's not how it works. You have to pass through the cocoon. What do you have to do? Louder, come on, more enthusiasm. Pass through the cocoon. Okay. All right. I have some things here, but I will skip that since I have 7 minutes. And should I maybe skip this also? Okay, maybe not. So I have something here, and I call it the ER method. ER is emergency response, right? It's an emergency response. And when it comes to people dying, right? The best example we have is Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj knew he had 7 days. And in 7 days, a serpent with wings would come, and because he was cursed. So what did he do? Normally, people would focus on Apara and go, "Hey, I'm dying in 7 days. I'll sell my house, I'll do this, I'll go on vacation, I'll go eat everything I want." You know, that's what people would do. And that shows how lost they are. So he did not do that. By extreme luck, like Srila Prabhupada says in the purport, if one is fortunate enough, you have to be fortunate. And to become fortunate, you need mercy and you need to beg. We are all beggars. We are not choosers, we're beggars. So he went to Sukadeva Goswami, and Sukadeva Goswami gave him, Hare Krishna Prabhu, gave him a 7-day package. Right? The Srimad Bhagavatam, what we're reading out, the verse read out, is what Sukadeva Goswami spoke to him. And he asked two things. What is the duty of human beings in general, right? And what is the duty of a person at the time of death? I'm not going to read this because time is going. The first one, the answer is executing devotional service. And the answer to the second one is remembering Krishna at the time of death, right? his pastimes, his forms, etc. And right now, there is this study in medicine. It's called palliative care. Who knows what that is? It means preparing for death. Yeah, preparing for death. And that's what we all need to do. Hare Krishna Prabhu. So, I know you all have been children or you have children. And when you had an exam on school, or when your child has an exam, do you tell her like 1 minute from before, or an hour, or the same day, go study then, don't worry? No, right? You have to be prepared to pass the exam. So similarly, everything what we are doing right now is preparing for a pop-up exam. We don't know when that exam is. That's death. When death comes, you will have to be prepared. You can't say, okay, don't worry. When I die, I'll think of Krishna. It's not possible. If you read the descriptions of how bad it is at the time of death, all of the pains, like 10,000 needles poking you in one time, then you have thoughts in your head thinking, oh, my family, my this, my that, because that is what you have focused on your whole life. That will come there in front of you. You have the Yamadutas in front. How will you focus? If you walk and you hit your small toe onto somewhere, you don't think of Krishna. You think of the pain. So at that time, how will you think of Krishna? How will you pass your exam if you, my dear Mataji or Prabhu, did not focus, study for that exam? It's not possible. We have to dig deep inside and we have to take action. If you do not take action, you will not pass. Or there's a possibility, a very slim possibility, by extreme mercy somehow. You have to be lucky. But usually we're not. So we have to put in the work and the practice. So we have to do palliative care for ourselves. So I have a picture here of a lioness carrying her baby and her prey. Right? I couldn't find another one, sorry. So when we do that, this exam, death, right, is the mouth of this lion, will be different for you. If you focus on apara, right, you will be this guy here. If you focus on para, you will be this guy. Like baby was like, oh, mommy's carrying me in her not beak, how you say, mouth in English. Was back in the Netherlands, in her mouth, right? And the baby's like, hey, mama's carrying, but this guy is not like, hey, mama's carrying. It's like, oh, I'm dead. It's like bleeding, etc. So the choice is yours. It's really yours. The everyday seconds, minutes, hours, right, that you waste, it's your choice. Every single thing, every day you open your eye, you breathe, it's a choice you make. Everything is your fault, and if you don't do it, no one, like they say in how you see motivational speeches, no one is coming to save you. You have to do it yourself. That initial step has to come from you. You have to realize, okay, I'm a soul, I'm not this body. How can I change this? How can I suffer? Because we're all suffering. But we are choosing to suffer, right? You can either suffer alone, or suffer for yourself, or suffer for Krishna, as I said before. And like Sukadeva Goswami said, at the end, you have to remember Krishna. And there are 9 processes. I think you all know that. And the examples, the best examples for each. Hearing, for example, Shravanam is Parikshit Maharaj, chanting is Sukadeva Goswami, remembering Prahlad Maharaj, and so on. I will skip that because I have 3 minutes left. I have a bonus for you guys, and that is on chanting, because chanting is what we learn here in the temple and in the society. And should we be qualified to chant? The most beautiful thing about this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, if you are not qualified, we are not qualified, but the Mahamantra will qualify you, right? It will qualify you. And we have a very big example, not so long ago. Srila Prabhupada came from the West, he entered America, and the most unqualified people who were having uncontrollable sex, people who were eating whatever, sleeping wherever, not showering, smoking this, all of these people who were basically maybe never heard of Krishna, right? Not in their wildest dreams, they got qualified simply because mercy of Srila Prabhupada. He came and he touched their hearts. Take this and change your life. And it happened. There is your proof. And we were born in a good society, happy devotees passing our house wherever, get a book, you know, and we're not taking full advantage of that. When we know, but we don't know. It's crazy. But the choice lies in our own hands, what we want to do. So for chanting, I have a 5 P's: posture, pronunciation, prayers, people, and place. And of course, when you chant, sit properly. Prabhupada has a famous, how you say, recording. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Sit properly. Right? It's very nice to hear. Posture is correct. There are no hard and fast rules, but that doesn't mean that you can, I don't know, lie on the ground. It's okay if you can't, but if you can, utilize this body, sit properly and chant. Pronunciation is very important, right? Of course, intent, Krishna looks at the intent, but the pronunciation will help you. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prayers is a 3rd P. When you chant, don't let it be mechanical. Pray, literally, it's a prayer. It means, O Krishna, right? O reservoir of pleasure, O Srimati Radharani, internal potency, please give me the privilege of being your servant. That's what you're asking. Be in that mood. Otherwise, you can chant 100 lifetimes. It's always gonna bear fruit. It's gonna bring you somewhere closer each time. But if you actually do what you have to do, right, it will change you, and that's what you want. You want to be released from this prison. Then you have people. Surround your people. Surround yourself with good people. Scientifically, it's proven that you are the average of the 5 people of who you associate with every day. So if you associate with angry people, lazy people, sleepy people, you will automatically, right, like iron gets the quality of fire. When you put it in it, you will automatically have that. And then you have place. Go to spiritual places. Go to the forest. Go to places where there's goodness. Go. It's your medicine. And this Maha Mantra, don't take it cheaply. When you look at news, what you see is powerful people, right? News is about the most powerful, wealthy, big people and what they do, and that inspires others. So similarly, in this universe, not the world, in this universe, when all these powerful devatas, the controllers of the universe have problems, don't know what to do, where to go, frustrations, who do they call to? Whose name do they call? Who? Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So don't take this Maha Mantra cheaply. It's very important. I have one last thing. This is a video about a frog, and this is exactly what we are doing. If you take a frog and you put it in a pot that is boiling, it will every time change its temperature. It will change its temperature to that until it can't, and it will boil and die. Don't, I beg of you, don't be this frog, right? Don't boil and die in the pot of Maya. Don't just adjust yourself. Take your time, right? Study scripture, be with devotees, eat prasadam, right? It's very easy to do. Srila Prabhupada made it very easy for us. Change yourself for your own good and for the good of society, and let people see, oh, these devotees are a real thing. And that is what will make Srila Prabhupada really, really happy. So I don't think there's time for questions. Thank you so much for listening. If there's any question, I'll take one afterwards. And Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
जय श्री सकुरुनिताय गौरचंद के
की बजय जय गौरचंद आरती को शोभा di prayers di prayers की बजय जय गौरा चंद आरती को शोभा जानविता तवाने जगमन लोभा जानविता तवाने जगमन लोभा निकाते अद्वैत श्रीनि वस छत्रधारा निकाते अद्वैत श्रीनि वस छत्रधारा बोसियाचे गौराचान रत्न सिंहासने आरते करे न ब्रह्मा आदिदेव गाने आरती करे न ब्रह्मा आदिदेव गाने नारा हरियादि करे चामरा धुलाया संजय मुकुंद वासु गोसादि गाया शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला मधुर मृदंग बाजे परम रसाला मधुर मृदंग बाजे परम रसाला शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल बहो कति चंद्र जिनी वदन उज्ज्वला गाला देशे वानमाला करे झलमाला गाला देशे वानमाला करे झलमाला शिवा सुख नारदा प्रेमे गाद गादा भक्ति विनोदा देखे गौर संपादा भक्ति विनोदा देखे गौर संपादा की वजय जय गौरचंद आरती को शोभा की वजय गौरचंदे आरती को शोभा जानवे तात भवाने जगमन लोभा गौरांगे आरतिक शोभा जग जान मान लोभा गौरांगे आरतिक शोभा जग जान मान लोभा गौरांगे आरतिक शोभा जग जन मन लोभा जग जन मन लोभा जग जन मन लोभा जग जन जग मन मन लोभा निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नमः विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय प्रभुपाद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद नित्यानंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद Nityananda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Go Brahmanande. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribol, Haribol, Gaura Haribol. Haribol, 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 Haribol.
Jayam Vishnupad Paramamsa Parifrajagachaya Sutara Sati Systematisch Divine Loving Grace Sri Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananti Koti Vaishnavanda Ki Jai Namachaya Srila Harira Saku Ki Jai Prem Sagosi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadara Srivasari Guru Bhaktivedanta Ki Jai Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyama Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhana Ki Sri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Nati Navadvi Dham Ki Jai, Sri Dwarika Dham Ki Jai, Gange Mudramai Ki Jai, Sri Mati Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Amsterdam Sunday Love Feast Ki Jai, Harinam Sankirtana Ki Jai, Transcendental Book Distribution Ki Jai, Sri Yasoda Damodara Ki, Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the lotus feet of Sri Sri Guru. And Gauranga. Jai Still on here. Even kijken.
Shri Narasimha, Jai Jai Narasimha, Prahlada Desha Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma Bringa. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlada Halada Daine. Prahlada Halada Daine. Hiranyakashipu Vakshaha. Hiranyakashipu Vakshaha. Shilatanka Nakhalaje. Shilatanka Nakhalaje. Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimha. Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimha. Yato yato yamita to Narasimha. Yato yato yamita to Narasimha. Bahe Narasimha, Hidaye Narasimha. Bahe Narasimha, Hidaye Narasimha. Narasinghamadem Sharanam Prapade. Narasinghamadem Sharanam Prapade. Tava kara kamalavare nakam अद्भुत शृङ्गं दलिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनुभृङ्गम् केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे बोल हरे नाकाम अद्भुत शृङ्गं दलिता हिरण्यकशिपो तानुभृङ्गं केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे तव कर कमलवरेणकामद्भुत शृङ्गं दलिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनुभृङ्गं केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे बोल तव कर कमलवरेणकामद्भुत शृङ्गं दलिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनुभृङ्गं केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा बोलो जय जगदीश जय जगदीश हरे नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरहरि नरहरि जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज ओ प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा श्री नरसिंहदेव भगवान की प्रहलाद महाराज की जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।
Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone who is here for the first time. Jai. But you all devotees, I can see. You too? Very nice. So it is the last few days of Damodar to come. See, Damodar is waiting here for you to offer him a light. And by offering this light to him, you become purified. So this month, the Lord is especially worshipped as with paternal love, as your child. So the song we're going to sing is all about Krishna being bound by Mother Yasoda because he was naughty. So we're going to chant this. Someone, will you sit there and offer the candles? Will you offer the lights? Yeah. So for those who are not sure yet, He will put 3 drops of water on your hand, and don't go like this. Just drop it on your. It's not for washing your hands. It's just for purifying this hand, and you just drop it on the floor, the water. So don't wash your whole body with it. Okay. So if you can move backwards, and if the madanga player, can you play the 1-2 beat also? No. Yeah, but then you can't play the harmonium. Okay, very good. Let me put this here. You play cuddles. Just come next to me. Just sit here next to me. I will read the translation first. Shanti, Hare Krishna. To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge, and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokula, who, after breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter, and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yasoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed. To that Supreme Lord, Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisances. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he's crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his 2 lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and a necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to his crying. To this Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, whose belly is bound with ropes, not with ropes, but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. By such childhood pastimes as this, he's drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodar hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation or the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha nor any other boon. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Balagopal in Vrindavan may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me of any other boon besides this? O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair, tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yasoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever be manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you. O Damodar, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me. By showering your glance of mercy upon me, deliver this poor, ignorant fool who is emerged in an ocean of worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes. O Lord Damodar, just as the 2 sons of Kavira were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with a rope to a wooden grinding mortar, in the same way, please give to me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. O Lord Damodar, I first offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent robe which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radhavani, and offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes. Sri Radha Damodar ki. Tasoda Damadare. Namam Ishvaram Sachit Anandarupam Lasat Kundalam Go Kulebrajamanam. Yashoda Biolo Kaladhavamanaham Paramri Samancham Tato Druta Gopya. Rudantam Muhunitra Yukmamrijantam Karambo Chichukmena Satankanetram Yuk Moho Swasakampa Tire Kanka Kanta Stita Grivam Damodaram Vakti Baram Iti drik swalilambir ananda kunde swagosham nimadyantam akyapayantam. Tadi esidagesur bhakta dityatvam puna prematastam satavriti vande. Varam deva moksham na mokshabharim va na chanyam vrineham varisharafiha. Idam te papurnata gopala balam sadame manasya virastam kimanye. Gopala balam sadame Idam te mukhambocham achantanele vritam kuntalais negde raktasya gopya. Muhusham bimba raktadadame manasa virastam alam lakshalabaye. Namo Deva Damo Dharananta Vishnu Prasida Prabodhuka Jalabhimagna. Namo Deva Damo Dharananta Vishnu Prasida Prabodhuka Kripadriti Vichya Tidinam Vatanu Grihane Shamama Kyamiri Akshadrisha. Virat majobata mujevayat vat Tvaya mochito bhakti vajokrito cha Tata prema bhaktim sakame prayasha Namakshe graho mesti damodareha Tata prema bhaktim sakame prayasha Namakshe graho mesti damodareha Namaste studamne purade te damne Svare odaraya te visvashadamne Namaste sudamne purade te damne Svare odaraya te visvashadamne Namo radhikaya twadiyai priyaye Namo nandalilaya devaya tuvya Namo radhikaya twadiyai priyaye Namo nandalilaya devaya tuvya Lamam Vishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Vrajamanam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Namam Vishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Vrajamanam Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Louder! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo! Hero! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo! Hare Krishna. Bolo! Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Bolo! Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Whoa! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Shri Radhe. Jaya Yashoda Damodara Yashoda Damodara Yashoda Damodara Yashoda Damodara. Hey Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo! Krishna, Hare Krishna, Haribo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai go Haribo, 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 Nitai go Haribo. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Glory Blimanande.
Hare Krishna. Give a big Hari Bol to Parvida Prabhu for a wonderful, wonderful Kirtan. Hari Bol! Hare Krishna. So first we would like to thank Shanti Priya Prabhu who for his amazing lecture. Maybe few of you doesn't know, Shanti Priya Prabhu has came across long way from Suriname to Amsterdam. He was previously also in Amsterdam and has given a lot of classes and drama for Amsterdam, and currently he's pursuing his PhD in Amsterdam, and we are very grateful that Prabhuji is here and serving ISKCON Amsterdam. Hari Bol. So today the cooking has been done by Amrita Mataji and with the support of Nartaki Mataji and Vrajrani Mataji. So today is quite important that we didn't have money of the devotees to help in the kitchen, but still she managed to cook for the entire feast today, and we are very grateful for her with less support today in spite of a busy and a rainy day. So let's give a big Hari Bol to all of them. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! So next we have beautiful deities, and we can see every time the decoration is done very nicely, and this time again this has been done by Vrajrani Mataji. Let's give a big Hari Bol to her as well. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! So I would like to ask how many of people are here for the very first time to ISKCON Amsterdam. They can please raise their hands. Yes. So we have a special gift. Maybe Parvida Prabhu can give. You can please raise your hand. Not here. So that is something written inside. So that is just a teaser. One more here. Thank you so much. This is like almost the end of the Karthik. I think the next upcoming week would be the 5th of November, if I'm not wrong. Yes. So we from the ISKCON Amsterdam, we have done a lot of programs across Netherlands. So we're targeting of 250 programs in different areas. So we have almost, I don't know the count, but lot of people have reached to their houses and do the house programs. So not only in Amsterdam, we have been doing program in Hoofddorp, Den Haag, Almere, many different places in across Netherlands. So this is the last week. If possible, you can, if anybody still wants to do that program, there is still possible way we can come and do the program at your place, depending if you are living wherever the place. So accordingly, the devotees can come over there and do the program at your place. So thank you so much. And lastly, I think this time we have a less devoted today. Last week also, and at the same time we have some issue with the water outside, which is difficult to wash the hands. So we'll be just giving the takeaway boxes for the prasadam. And once more, thank you so much for coming and keep coming. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So now we offer you a wonderful prasadam, food offered to the deities. And this is a small temple. We want to have a bigger temple, but we don't have money. There's only a few devotees. So please be generous and give a donation from your heart according to your financial situation, so that we very soon will be able to invite you in a bigger place with nicer facilities. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, if anybody would like to help in the kitchen, they're most welcome to please come and join. Yeah, correct.